Are you interested in being a successful real estate entrepreneur, or are you committed to being a successful real estate investor and entrepreneur? There is a huge difference. And one of those differences is understanding the market data. Now listen, I'm certainly not a market data guy, so I'm going to show you real quick how to pull the research that you need to know to make the best decisions. Check this out. Hey everybody, I am Brent Daniels, Mr. TTP, Mr. Talk to People, and the market is shifting. And when it shifts, you have to understand, okay, well, the sellers have been in the driver's seat for a very long time. Now that there's more properties coming on the market, interest rates are going up, inflation's going up, how do we still be successful in this business? How do we still work with the cash buyers that we work with? And how do we go and raise funds if we want to do something like fixing and flipping and doing that, right? So it's really important to understand what are the numbers, what are the metrics that you have to look at to understand, is this a deal or not a deal whenever you're talking to a property owner. Now remember, for a little bit here, the property owners are still going to want everything. They're going to want the highest price that they can possibly get, and that's not going to happen, because the fact is, if you are the actual buyer, shouldn't be buying at the prices that were happening at the beginning of 2022, even the back part of 2021, and your cash buyers certainly are not going to be buying at those prices. But let me show you what tool to use here so that you understand the mind of a cash buyer if you're going to be wholesaling it, and the mind of successful real estate entrepreneurs that have been through these changes. Now, I've been doing this business since 2004 and got totally crushed in 2008, and the reason is because I was taking action. I had so much positivity, I had so much optimism, but I didn't understand the market. I didn't understand the market data. I didn't see around the corner. I couldn't peer around the corner and see what was going to happen 3 to 6 months later. I was making decisions on past performance, and that wasn't going to cut it anymore. All right, the fact is, this is always changing. Being a business owner is always changing, especially in real estate. So let me jump into this tool, and I think it's going to make some sense. The first thing that I want you to do is I want you to Google Zillow research data. Zillow research data. You're not going to find it on the main Zillow page, but what you're going to see is Zillow does an incredible job of compiling all of the stats from all the major markets around the country. And when you get into this, it's really interesting. And the one that I want you to pay attention to is the very first section that pops up, and that's housing data. Now guys, listen, I'm not a tech guy. I have the oldest laptop imaginable. I work with my mom's hand-me-down mouse because my mouse pad doesn't work, but even I can do this. So if you're like, if I'm already losing you, stop. Like really, you need to evolve this part of your skills as a business person to understand what's going on, because it's going to be real clear that this is important. Okay, so I want you to go into this, and right here under data type, I want you to go to the second one, and it says time series raw mid-tier. All right, and I want you to choose Metro and US. I want you to download this. Okay, once you download this thing, it's gonna come in an Excel form. Now, if you've never used Excel, just follow these instructions. I'm going to make it very easy to understand this. What this does is it shows you the average price for every market, for all the major markets from 1996. Every month they break this down. They break this down on a monthly basis since 1996. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to scroll all the way over to the very end row here. They have so many. I want you to go to the one that's the very last row. And what I want you to do is I want you to take this first number, put in the equal sign, and I want you to put in this, the last one, divided by the month before. And boom, okay? And then I want you to drag this all the way down. I want you to drag this all the way down, because what this is going to show you is on a monthly basis, is the market going up or down? Now, for the last few years, this has been always increasing every single month, which is very interesting in most markets. But now we're going to start seeing some changes. The next thing that I want you to do is I want you to make this a percentage. I want you to put in 2 decimal points. 2 decimal points here, and I want you to sort this from smallest to largest, just like this. Just follow these instructions that you're seeing on the screen. Now, what you're gonna see here is incredible. Look at this. You're gonna start seeing that things are not at 100% or more. That means that on a monthly basis, these markets are decreasing by the percentages that are under 100%. Now, if you know how to go in and figure this thing out so that you can figure out, the percent that it's decreasing, that'll be really cool. And you can put it in the comments and let everybody know. I don't know how to do that. I probably could figure it out, but for this video, I wanted to just show you this and put this out so that you can do this right now, because we're seeing the market shifting as we speak. So if we're looking at this and we see that this is about 4%, 4.29% off in this market, and we go all the way over and we look at which markets are getting the biggest hits, you got Bartlesville, you got San Jose, you've got Austin, you got Salt Lake City, you've got LA, you've got Bend, Oregon, you've got all of these different markets. San Francisco, the values of these properties are reducing on a monthly basis. You need to keep an eye on this, because this is the reason why. If they're decreasing by 1%, 2%, 5% a month, and you see this trend for 2-3 months, you need to understand this. If you can look at that and say, okay, this is 5% decrease in this market in this month, and I'm going to be selling my properties to fix and flippers, they're not going to rehab and get a property ready to go on the market for another 90 days. So if it's decreasing by 1% or 5% every single month, if you go for 90 days, that's 3 months. That could be the difference between 3% to 15 to 20%. This is what I'm talking about. This is what your buyers are feeling. Buyers used to be able to grab a property, fix it up, put it on the market, and sell it instantly with multiple offers. Now it's sitting. What does that mean? It means it costs more if they have hard money loans or private money loans on that. It means that they get nervous that they're going to keep having to reduce the price until it sells, right? They're going to have to start giving concessions to the buyers that are out there that are now like they have options. But if you look at this and you go, okay, well, in this market, it's decreasing by 3%, and this rehab is a significant rehab, right? Ugly houses, big checks, and it's going to take them 5 months. That's a 15% difference. You need to decrease the price that you're offering your distressed property owners, because the buyers are not going to pay the prices that they did in early 2020 and before that, even all the way back to probably 2013 when I got started. It's been a nice steady increase in assignment fees that we've been making, and income that we've all been making. But I'm telling you, it's different now. We have to negotiate harder. We have to go to the seller and let them know it's not happening anymore. We have to go back to the sellers and educate them that they missed the peak of the market. That with interest rates rising, inventory rising, people have more options. That means that they're not desperate to buy their house, and that means that they're going to get less for their property. And most people will understand that, and if they don't, they're not going to be able to sell their house. So using this right here, it's just a small little tool here, but it really helps you. And you could just do it for if you just want to do it for your city, your market that you're in, you can simply just do that equation in the market that you're in and find out, are the prices in my area going up? Are they staying flat, or are they going down? If they're going down, if you're in any of these major cities, the San Diegos, the Phoenix, the Trenton, New Jersey, right? The Boulder, Colorados, you need to start making some adjustments here with the property owners that you're speaking to, or you're not going to be able to sell your deals. And I want you to make as much as you can on every single deal. So make sure you understand, is your market going up or is it going down? And what are the real numbers? Don't look at the news, don't look at any of that. Most of that's national anyway. Just look at the numbers here. You're gonna be more equipped. You're gonna be going in. You're not gonna have to break the hearts of sellers because you lock up properties too high, and you're gonna be able to still get incredible deals. All right, so use this tool. I love you all. If you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure that you subscribe if you feel like you're getting value out of it. We put out new content every single day, and we do live shows at 5 o'clock Arizona time, the Wholesale Hotline show with Pace Morby, Jamil Damji, and myself. Make sure that you join us. And we do a 2-hour live show at 10 a.m. Arizona time every Wednesday. I love you guys. I'll see you later.